Hello everyone, you have tuned in Buck WSR Weezer coming at you today with another small engine repair project. Laid out here on my desk are the components to a Troy-Bilt Backpack blower, 25cc. It's model number TP25BP. And the issue that we are trying to do today is to install new piston rings on the piston. I should mention the problem was a lack of compression, wouldn't start. It's getting spark. I believe fuel for flow is no problem, but it just does not have sufficient compression. And what I did was to take it apart, remove the cylinder head, and here we have access to the piston. Look at that little guy. Just a little baby piston. And because of carbon buildup, the piston rings were pretty much just frozen into the grooves. And what I've done is I have taken out the old rings. I could not get them out without them falling into many little pieces. I've cleaned out the carbon as best I can from these grooves, and now we're going to go about installing a new set of piston rings. And I said if you were to... The problem was that parts are hard to come by, so I was looking online all over the place trying to find new piston rings. Couldn't find them. They don't make them anymore. Out of stock, unavailable. But then finally I found someone, an eBay seller in Athens, Greece, who is offering these piston rings. So here's the package. It arrived the other day. Here they are, taped to this piece of cardboard. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at these little guys. So today we're going to try to install these piston rings here on the piston, and hopefully that's going to be the main job necessary to restore compression to this engine and get it back in service. Got my piston ring expanders, pliers, and we're going to see about doing this. It may be hard to see, but on each of the grooves where the rings are to be installed, there is a notch. For instance, you may not be able to see it, but there's a notch right there. And then at another spot, the notch for the other ring. And that is where the opening of the ring is going to be installed. And I guess that is for a reason, so I am going to try to do that as best I can so as to give myself the best chances of succeeding with this project. Alright, so hopefully I can do this without ruining the rings. Put them in the pliers to open them up a little bit. Sliding them down in place. Now, trying to line it up with that notch in the ring, like I was saying, the groove. Now I don't even see it. And I do have my glasses on. There it is. That's the little notch. So the opening to the ring is going to be right there. And then the notch on this one is up here. The fun part will be sliding the piston back up into the cylinder head, which we have here. But one step at a time. Okay, so there's an arrow on the top of the piston, and I believe that's indicating the direction towards the intake. But of course, the reason I know that is we got the flywheel here and the coil still mounted here, so they have to come together. So hopefully I can figure out how to get this together. While keeping the rings in their correct grooves. Okay, so we've got the rings on and the cylinder slid back into the cylinder head, and now we are going to attach the head. It's really just 2 bolts. With Allen key type screw heads. Got the one started on that side. All right. I want to put a little more torque on those bolts. For that, I'm going to grab this Allen key with a pair of pliers. There's one side. There's the next side, and I think we have accomplished our objective. So the piston is sliding up and down there. You can see it through the intake hole there. And now it's a matter of putting this engine back together and seeing if we can fire it up. So I'll take those steps off camera and I'll bring you back for the big startup. Alright, so the backpack blower is put together here on my office floor. And before we add fuel and try to fire it up, I want to take a reading on the compression now that we've replaced the piston rings. So I'm going to I have the spark plug removed, and I'm going to hold the, not sure if you can see that. I have an assistant with me who will help by pulling the starter cord, and we'll see what kind of, give it about 4 or 5 quick pulls. All right. Go ahead. Alright, you can stop there. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. That looks like about 70. I'm not convinced that's any improvement from what we had before. Well, in spite of the fact that I was not getting the compression readings that I was expecting, the machine is running. Take a look. Which confirms to me that we did go about the repair project in the right way, and the problem was those frozen carbon buildup all over those old piston rings, and the new set of piston rings seems to have solved the problem. I'm kind of wondering if maybe my my cheap Harbor Freight compression tester is possibly faulty, because I haven't been feeling too good about it in the few times that I've used it. Well, you get what you pay for. But it feels good to have solved the problem and got this thing running again. That feels just like really satisfying. I'm Buck WSR Weezer. Thanks for watching. I hope this video is of help and interest to you. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other small engine videos. And have a great day, everybody. Bye.